He's a bodybuilder thick and through.
Sam Suik. Sam Suik.
Over 5 million followers, expecting Sam Suik to be dominant in doing so. And this can and often will lead to heart failure. Coach Greg, in today's video, it's a warning. It's not looking good for Sam Suik. Sam Sulik's posted an update video of which he's more than ecstatic. He can't believe how good he's looking. But his fans, his audience, they clap back. Sam, you have to stop. No way in hell this dude makes it past 45 years old.
Because even though I have gotten smaller, I mean, I'm 25 pounds lighter than I was 1 month ago. Or more like a month and a week.
Clearly, you can see the guy's in shape. He's got vascularity, definition, conditioning. But what you also notice is the acne all over his body, the arms, shoulders, and in particular on his face. The indentations, the cystic acne, it's not looking good. In this video, he describes how he's down 27 pounds in 5 weeks. He went previously on a bulk of which I'm not a fan of, but hey, it's working for him. But notice how he's already down 27 pounds in only 5 weeks. Let me do some quick math for you. That's about 5 pounds per week. No, that's not. That's 6. That's about 6 pounds of fat per week. Yeah. It takes 3,500 calories to drop 1 pound of fat. And so to lose 6 pounds in a week, you have to be in a daily calorie deficit of 2,000 calories. How many of out there think that you should go on a 2,000 calorie deficit in order to get shredded for bodybuilding competition? Many of you watching this, you're not trainers and so on, but do you really think you should have to drop your calories by 2,000 below maintenance in order to get shredded for a competition? What do you think exactly would happen to you if you did that if you weren't on performance enhancing drugs? Yes, that's right. You would lose a shit ton of muscle. It's not healthy to lose 6 pounds of fat a week. It's too much. What is the general advice? 1% of your body weight. And seeing that Sam Suik is over 250 pounds when he started his diet, he could lose perhaps 2.5, 3 pounds a week. That would be normal, but he's losing 6 pounds. That's over double the rate of which he should be losing body fat. But because he's young, because he's abusing performance-enhancing drugs, and I do believe he's in fact upped his previous doses, he's getting away with it. He sees the detail. He sees the definition. He's in fact mesmerized by his own physique.
Gotten smaller. I mean, I'm 25 pounds lighter than I was 1 month ago. Or more like a month and a week, because it's been a little while. Like my weight plateau in the bulk wasn't right when it ended. But still, I'm 27 pounds lighter than I was before. And frankly, in some poses, I feel like I'm out-angling myself. Like even right here, this side tricep is getting more, I mean, it's much more impressive than it was when I was all bulked up. Because now there's more separation, right? You can actually see some of the shit that's going on back here. Ooh, actually to a pretty crazy degree. Now I don't want to move from this one spot.
And notice, he's impressed so much doing the side tricep, he doesn't want to move from that spot. He's in the perfect lighting, he's got a pump going on, and he can't believe how his physique looks. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I 100% get where he's coming. It's shocking. This is perhaps the leanest he's ever been, the biggest he's ever been, and it's blowing his own mind. He cannot believe that his physique is this impressive at this point. But what he doesn't see is what all of his fans are seeing. Yes, we appreciate the muscle definition, the size, the symmetry, all of that. It's amazing. You've done it. It looks fantastic. But what he's not seeing are the negative side effects of using and abusing performance-enhancing drugs. And remember, he's preparing for a bodybuilding competition. He met up with Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler said, look, you're all right.
Your condition's decent. Okay, good. Yeah, you need to, start turning it up a little bit,
Of which he has done. And yes, it's paying off, but what else do you think he did? Do you think maybe he's added into his diet perhaps the trenbolone sandwiches? Perhaps he's back on additional orals. When you get closer to a competition, most people think of it. Do you think most people lower the doses as they get ready to compete? Or do you think they raise them? And as you raise these doses, the side effects, they become much worse. Many of these side effects we cannot even see. For example, high blood blood pressure. You can't see somebody having high blood pressure. You can't feel it, but it's happening. What's also more noticeable is the acne, the changes to his skin, the fact that he's breathing heavily. Now, I've examined what Sam Suik's doing. I've looked at his diet, his cardio, and I do believe he has cardiorespiratory epiology. Now, hear me out. He's doing 4 30-minute cardio sessions a day. 4 separate 30-minute cardio sessions. In all of my years, in my decades of experience coaching, watching bodybuilding, so on, I have never seen anyone in my life separate their cardio into 4 separate sessions. Why exactly is he doing this? Does he lack the cardiorespiratory fitness to complete a longer exercise duration of cardio? For example, I have seen many people do 2 cardio sessions in any given day. I've even seen 3 maximally, once in a while, because the person was desperate to get lean. With bodybuilding often comes many disordered behaviors, disordered eating, body dysmorphia, and so on. What this exhibits, in my opinion, is exercise purging. Rather than visiting the washroom to do number 3, do you know what I'm talking about? He visits the cardio machine to burn off the calories that he's eating. Remember, he's down 27 pounds in 5 weeks. I've already shown you that that is ridiculous. It's far too much. Is he trying to enter some before and after transformation where he has to lose the most amount of weight in the shortest period of time to win $100,000? I don't think so. Could it be that Jay Cutler, perhaps one of his idols, told him, you're not really quite as lean as you should be. It's time to pick up the pace. And so by that he said, yeah, I'll do 4 cardio sessions a day. Now remember, Sam Suik, he's full-time bodybuilder now. He doesn't have to do anything else. He films himself, records it for YouTube, and so on. He does have the time to get away with this. But would it not make more sense to, for example, do 3 40-minute sessions, or perhaps 2 sessions of an hour? Or why not just do 1 session of an hour? Why are we doing 2 hours? But when I told Larry Wheels, hey, you could do extra cardio. Oh, I would lose all my muscle. Coach Greg doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, sometimes you got to do a lot of cardio. Rather than doing 4 sessions, could we not do it in 2, 3 max? Or perhaps Sam just needs to pick up GO2 max. Sam, we'll give it to you for free. We'll do you a solid. Just ask and you shall receive. Improve cardio, you'll be able to do it longer, burn more calories, and so rather than doing it for 30 minutes and stopping, you could just continue to move on. Based on what I'm seeing, it's possible that he has exercise tolerance, a sign of cardiopulmonary disease. Let's examine his off-season at his peak bulk.
This is the last bulked pump check of 2024.
Was he in fact fat? We've seen his off season. Did he look like he was carrying a lot of body fat? Could you see his abs, for example? And so if he was doing it the right way, maintaining a lean physique year round, would he really need to be doing 4 30-minute cardio sessions a day in a drastic cut to lose 6 pounds of body fat per week in order to get ready for bodybuilding competition? And so in this shredded arc, do you think it's possible that he's become slightly obsessive? That he's examining his physique and loves the images so much, seeing the changes so quickly? How is he ever going to go back to the old Sam? Previously, did you not see my video? We showed Sam Suik from a year ago to Sam Suik right now. Many of you said he hasn't changed. He hasn't put on any muscle. When you read these comments, and especially when you're a younger man, what can that encourage you to do? To up the doses. You're thinking, I'll show them. I'm going to win this competition. I'll show Greg. I'll show Jay Cutler. I'm going to win my very first competition. And do you not think there's immense pressure to do so? The entirety of the world, over 5 million followers, expecting Sam Suik not only to win, but to be dominant in doing so. He's not going there to get second, to to just show up, to compete for the fun of it. He's a bodybuilder thick and through. Now, because he's been on steroids, and I do believe at high doses, and not only for months, but for years, what happens is ventricular hypertrophy. The heart muscle, it's getting bigger. And you're thinking, well, that's good. No, it's not. It's actually bad for you. With left ventricular hypertrophy, the heart muscle has to beat that much harder to pump blood throughout the body. I do believe that this is happening for Sam Suik, and he's in his early 20s. You should all be aware of this, especially for those of you who are interested in using performance-enhancing drugs, or those of you who are on them, is that the heart, it does have androgen receptors, and the heart is going to get bigger if you use steroids, just like any other muscle. And this can and often will lead to heart failure. Does anyone wish this on Sam? Imagine the years go by. Sam does the competition, he wins it, competes a few more times, does amazing. But then in his 30s, he gets a heart attack. Do you think that Sam will look back on his years as a bodybuilder and think, wow, I'm so glad that I did that? As he's laying in his bed in the hospital contemplating, why didn't I listen to Coach Greg? Yeah, I get it. I've done the same mistakes, but remember, I didn't do this until I was in my 30s, and perhaps I got lucky. Time will tell. But I'm telling you, if he truly loved bodybuilding, he would have loved it enough to bodybuild without the use of performance-enhancing drugs, at least for his first competition. But that's the way today's generation that they think. They want it now. Tomorrow, that's too late. I wanted it yesterday. Look no further than C-Bum. 6-time Mr. Olympia champion, over 25 million followers, many people's hero. He started taking steroids at 18, about the same time as I believe Sam Suik began. How did it work out for Chris? You see the money, the beautiful wife, the family, and you're thinking, he has it made. But what if there's some damages that took place that he isn't sharing with us? Why did he in fact already retire? He's not even 30. He now wants to be a dual athlete, a hybrid athlete, if you will. Sam Suik is very young. He doesn't know better, and he's doing his best. But he doesn't have the experience of which, for example, I have lived throughout for decades. He's not going to regret using steroids right now. He sees the striations, the muscles, the incredible physique, the millions of followers, but he won't regret it until he's older. But what if it's too late? And remember, that is just the heart. What about kidney function? Do you not remember that Chris Bumstead was hospitalized with impaired kidneys? That he stated he had a genetic predisposition? And do you not think these genetic preconditions are made worse by using steroids? That it becomes that more risky? Is it not possible that Sam Suik has some form of a disorder, a problem that he's experiencing right now that perhaps he's not even aware of? Has he in fact showed us his blood work? Of course not. Those of you who just see the results, you see the muscles, but you don't see the negative side effects. Not even Sam is seeing them. You overlook them. Forget this. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. He needs to deal with it right now. As far as I know, Sam has not taken an echocardiogram. He doesn't know if he's in a class 2 heart failure, perhaps even class 1. He doesn't know it. Does he sound healthy to you as he's struggling to breathe? He's simply talking to the camera. Sheesh, that skin and breathing that heavy gear will skull face. Your skin tells 1,000 stories. What's going on with your skin? Is that from steroids? Obviously, is it really fitness when you're out of breath talking? Your acne has acne. Running out of breath just talking, time to take a needle break. The gear is taking its toll now. I see steroid users the same way I see alcoholics. When they speak about gear, it's exactly the same as drunks talk about alcohol. Chill out, man. Stay a while. He looks absolutely incredible. I just wish the gear wasn't taking such a toll on his body. Honestly, it's not worth it. Your skin is telling your body to stop taking whatever you're taking. Listen to that shortness of breath. He looks great, but doesn't have a lot of time remaining. That's a sign of heart failure, which kills many bodybuilders. I hope I'm wrong, though. Not being a jerk here, because I like this kid, but how do these guys put so much effort into building the body and think they look great, and then have no care about skin or cardio to build your heart? Again, no disrespect, just confused on my end. I hope he turns everything around. I strongly encourage Sam Suik to get his blood work done to see if he's being healthy. Anyone interested in using performance-enhancing drugs, get your blood work done. Now remember, I've partnered with Transcend. I got my blood work taken from them. They examined everything, and they can prescribe things that'll make you healthier. Try to stay as natural as long as humanly possible. I remember I waited until I was in my 30s, and yes, I decided to use steroids, but At least it was in my 30s. At least I waited. I did 42 shows natural. If you're 100% natural, looking to take it to the next level, Turk Builder and GO2 Max, the ultimate T-plug stack. Train harder, train longer, stay natty. It's the only turkesterone that was tested that's actually actual turkesterone. It's from the Ajuga turkestanica plant. The other companies that were tested, including Gorilla Mind, they failed miserably. Our company, HTLT Supplements, had 40 to 400 times more turkesterone than all the leading competitors. And so if you actually want turkesterone and you don't want to purchase snake oil, of which other people are clearly doing, get it from Harder Than Last Time Supplements. And if you still doubt me, that's okay. That's fine. I understand that. I respect that. There's a money-back guarantee, and on top of that, a $20 gift card. And so what do you have to lose? You purchase the product, and if you try it within a week, I expect you're going to notice it and love it. And if not, you get your money back. And so why wait? The time is now. Stop abusing performance-enhancing drugs. Let's do this natural. And until next time, I am out.